I was listening to the Gospel of Matthew this morning. Then I got to thinking about the rest of the Gospels as well. And there's something very interesting that I think that anybody who preaches the Gospel should take note of. Very, very interesting. They seem to be, in their presentation of the Gospel of Christ, the Gospel of the Kingdom, the Gospel of salvation, they seem to be very Christ-centered, not man-centered. And that is, there's a big difference. And I would suggest to anybody who goes to church to pay attention to your preacher's gospel presentation, because the way the apostles presented it was, and the way the epistles present it is, it's all Christ-centered. It's about a king. It's about who he is, what he did. And so I think it's vital that we keep this in mind as we preach the gospel, that the gospel first and foremost is absolutely Christological. It's Christ-centered. So, and if your pastor isn't presenting it in such a manner, then I would suggest to find a church that is, because that's not a pastor, that's somebody that's teaching something different. Maybe just telling a bunch of nice things so that they get a following for themselves. Whether they do this intentionally or not doesn't matter. It's just the fact that if they're doing it, then I would suggest finding a different church. And this isn't to bash false teachers, though Jesus did have a lot to say about the religious leaders of his day. He called them hypocrites, liars, blind leaders of the blind. He called them whitewashed walls. He called them brood of vipers. He was very antagonistic to the religious leaders of the day, who themselves, to be a disciple of a Pharisee, you actually had to apply for it. And then they made them twice the son of hell they were before. And so it's just, I think it's vital and very, very important that we pay attention to this and listen to what your pastor's teaching and make sure that it is Christ-centered, not man-centered. It's very, very important, because the gospel presentation, like I said, in the Bible is Christ-centered. It's not man-centered. It's not a lopsided gift aspect only, with very little to say about anything else. And so make sure that you're not only getting a comprehensive gospel, but a Christ-centered gospel. Because there is a gift aspect to it. But if that's all